So I have been here on YouTube slash content creation for 4 years now. Yes, it has been 4 years that I have been doing content creation, especially YouTube and Instagram. I did have a TikTok, but since then I have gotten rid of it for a little bit. And I'm just here, you guys, to tell you how has content creation changed my life within those 4 years. Now, I'm someone that loves to tell the truth, okay? I'm one that's gonna be honest, and I'm not gonna be here lying to you guys. No, I am straight up honest here, and this is gonna be the video. I'm going to tell you what and how did my content creation journey change my life within my 4 years. Now, I have definitely grown since then, let me tell you that for sure. And I have learned a lot, okay? I mean, tremendously a lot. And here we are now, a very successful content creator. I cannot believe it. Like, the support I have gotten, though, it is the support for sure. Like, if you want to be successful, you need the right people, you need the right audience, and you need the right support, okay? My friends, my family have been here since day one, and I am beyond grateful for that. But still, okay, it's all on you. You got to do the work. So yes. So just a little bit of a backstory. This is not my main channel. This is actually my second channel. I have a beauty channel here on YouTube, and I have quite a bit of subscribers. And let's just say that was definitely a journey for sure. Okay. Like I said, I started here on YouTube 4 years ago. And did I get anywhere in like 3 or 1 year like people usually do? Absolutely not. It took me a good solid, actually, to be honest, 3 years to be where I'm at now. Yes, it has been a full year that I finally have been a full-time content creator, but within those 3 years I kind of just didn't take it serious. Like, that's one of the things you have to really take in consideration if you want to be a content creator, is you got to take it serious, okay? If you don't have the time, that's all right. People, don't have the time. Life happens, okay? People are very different here when it comes to content creation. There's always moms. There's people that are working 9 to 5 jobs, which was me at one point when I started. It's a whole list of things. So, I totally understand if you don't have the dedicated time, but you got to at least make some time. I have learned that for sure. Now, I'll be straight up with you. I did have a 9 to 5 job when starting out with my content creation, especially YouTube. YouTube was my main focus for a good solid, I'd say 2.5 to 3 years. And then when I finally focused more on Instagram slash YouTube and just got rid of TikTok, I have tremendously grown since then because I didn't put so much pressure on myself, okay? I was putting a whole bunch of pressure. Okay, working that 9 to 5 job, starting my YouTube channel, it just sucked. I'm not gonna lie, it was like the worst thing ever. And for the first, like, I'd say year into my YouTube channel when working my 9 to 5 job, I was pretty consistent, I would say, but I got burnt out so fast. And then I just didn't post for like a good solid 9 months. And then I came back and then I posted for a little bit and then I stopped posting again. And I come to realize that really kind of like hurt my channel as well as my content creation journey, because my goal was to be a full-time content creator. That's why I started my YouTube channel. Well, actually, to be honest, I started it because, well, I love makeup, I love beauty, and I wanted to share my inspiration. I wanted to share my love and passion with everybody. So that's why I actually started it. But then I come to realize that actually you can make really good money. So I was like, you know what? I want to be my own boss. So yeah, that's why I also decided to do that. And then for a whole year, I decided to take this seriously because I was like, you know what? My dream was to be a full-time content creator. Okay. So let's actually take this seriously, okay? Let's stop dilly-dallying. Let's just stop taking pressure. Let's take breaks when we need to, because I didn't take breaks. That really hurt me for sure. So I stopped all of the crap and I just went for it. Took breaks, really reflected for myself. I watched motivational videos. I watched the videos here on YouTube where, like, how YouTube changed my life, how to grow on YouTube, how to grow as a content creator, because as I said, this channel, Hi, by the way, my name is Elena. Should have introduced myself at first. Oh, who am I? This channel I basically made to help you guys like know the reality of being a content creator and just like be here with me. You know, we're just gonna vibe. I'll do some vlogs, I'll do some sit downs like this. And I'll just be here, okay? Now, I did literally just start the channel like what, I think maybe a month ago, maybe. I'm not so sure. I don't remember. But I just want to be here. I really want to tell you guys how it is and how much I just really love doing this. Now, I will say though, it was quite a journey. It was really, really rough, but I finally gotten where I wanted to be. And I will tell you though, there are going to be so many negative people here, okay? It is what it is. There's going to be nasty comments. There's going to be people DMing you on Instagram saying you're ugly, etc., etc. And you know what? Don't let it get to you, okay? I let it get to me at first, and that kind of really put me down, and I just didn't want to film. I didn't want to do anything for Instagram. Nope. But you know what? Your girl stood up for herself, and she was like, you know what? I don't care about these people. These people probably are just having a bad day, or they just really hate their life. So I let it go, and here I am, very, very happy, more positive. I used to have like really bad self-esteem, I guess, when starting out, which I don't think was probably a good idea. I will be honest with you, having low self-esteem and then starting content creation, no, that was a mistake. That was a big mistake. But I have since then had high self-esteem. I have been happier, more positive, and I have gotten somewhere. You know, I just don't let people get to me anymore. You know, you shouldn't, to be honest. And this whole content creation for a year, with me being a full-time content creator, I can't tell you how much it has helped my mental health personally, okay? As I said, I feel a lot more happier. I feel like I'm a successful person. You know, I used to feel like I was a failure. I just wasn't contributing to the society, the community, you know? I just didn't feel like I was enough. But I am enough, and I feel like enough for sure, you know? And it's something fun to do as well. You know, I'm taking this as a hobby. I know like taking your job as a hobby isn't normal, or you really shouldn't normalize it, but this is my hobby as well, but it's also my full-time job, and I'm just so thankful. It's just like, I can't believe I can wake up in the morning knowing that I'm my own boss. I don't have coworkers, employees, I don't have supervisors, managers getting up all on me, and I just wake up, I take a deep breath, and I'm like, you know what? This is what we're gonna do. Now, I am going to do more videos of how to like grow as a content creator, slash on YouTube. So mainly it's gonna be YouTube slash content creation. I might do some Instagram things here and there, but as I said, I do not have a TikTok. So if you're here for TikTok, unfortunately, I just don't have that anymore. That's another ordeal. Okay, I'm gonna tell you guys about that too, because TikTok was so bad for me. But I wake up in the morning, I have an agenda, I write down things I need to do for the day, which helps tremendously now, because I used to just wake up and be like, okay, this is what we're doing. I don't really have a set plan. That was not for me, okay, your girl. That was a mess up for sure. Again, you live and learn. You really do with this whole content creation. You learn on what works best for you. And for me, it's a plan. It's a schedule. It's a routine. I used to not like routines, but now your girl loves them. So I wake up, I'm like, okay, this is what we have to do. I'm happy because I don't have anybody knick-knacking at me, nagging at me. I just, you know, get my coffee in the morning. I take a deep breath. I watch some motivational things. And of course, I catch up on my YouTube, my girlies that I love to watch. And then I go ahead, sit and film. That's literally that for the morning and afternoon. Then I edit. And, you know, I just do things here and there, cook, clean, because I am a stay-at-home wife. That's all as personal I'm gonna get here on this channel, by the way. Just want to let you know. I'm not one to be personal, okay? Y'all don't need to know my life story. But, you know, I will do vlogs about a day in my life, but I won't be super, super, super in-depth about that, if you know what I mean. And yeah, that's what I literally do. And I just hang out after that. You know, you got to take a break. That is a big thing you have got to do is take a break for sure for yourself. Take time to reflect, because if you don't, if you just keep going, you're going to hate yourself and eventually burn yourself out, and then you're not going to make content creation for 3 months. Now, who did that happen to? Your girl, and that hurt me for sure. That's why I had to basically start all over. Yep, in what, I think 2024. Yeah, it was November 2024. I got so burnt out from trying to be popular, trying to be successful, that I didn't make a single video until what I would say February of 2025. Yeah, somewhere around there. And let me tell you, it hurt. It really hurt me. It hurt my journey. It just hurt all my success. And I basically had to start at square one. Yeah. But finally, after that February in 2025, I was like, I'm taking this serious. And I had a schedule. I planned things out. And your girl, she finally, in February of 2026, yes, this year, she finally became a full-time content creator. She got monetized on YouTube. She's being very successful on Instagram. She's getting brand deals. She's getting PR collabs. Like, what? I didn't think I'd get there. And I will tell you, I'm still a very, very, very small content creator, micro influencer, I guess you would say. But I am very successful. Now, when people think about content creation, they think about their followers or subscribers. No, that is actually not the case anymore. That used to be, but not anymore. It's about the engagement, about the interaction, about the views. And that's what I have most of, is a lot of people interact with me, a lot of engagement. So even though I may just have like around 2K followers on Instagram, still I get a lot of brand deals, collabs, and PR because engagement and interactions, you know. And you got to interact with brands as well, you know. You can't just sit there and have everybody interact with you. No, you got to interact with the audience as well. Okay, don't be doing that. Okay, support the people that support you, please. So yeah, I may be small, but I'm very, very mighty, because I'm here for my audience. Okay, and eventually I will grow into a big content creator, very well known. That's my goal, at least. But I don't want to be too well known. You know, you kind of want to have your personal life. You kind of don't want people to be up all on you. Nah, I got away from that. Okay, your girl got away from that for a reason. But yeah, but I'm not going to try to take all these videos to be super long. So basically the takeaway is that content creation has really helped my mental health also. Like, I found so many friends. Like, I literally have a best friend back in like the other side of this country. You just make friends, you interact with many people, you just find the nicest people as well, and it really just has helped my mental health. So yeah, literally I love it. I love my job. I love where I'm at. And if you want to be a full-time content creator, I will be making a video on how to start and how to grow as well. But yeah, that's literally how it changed my life. I'm just much happier. I'm much more positive. Your girl, she's just living the dream. And yeah, but I just want to take the time to thank every single one of you guys who have actually been supporting me on this little 16 subscriber channel so far. Hey, what I said, it's not about the subscribers, it's about the engagement here, okay? But y'all, I will be back with a lot more content for you guys, so don't worry. I was traveling, so your girl didn't make too much content, but anywho's, you guys, thank you so much for watching. Comment down below, let me know what you think about my videos, so that way I can, like, you know, tweak a little bit of things, because I don't usually normally do sit downs like this, okay? But anywho's, you guys, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.